Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm ThyFuzzy. Welcome. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, but anyways, I love your faces, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. Hopefully you guys are staying super hydrated, having good noms, having good sleeps, and being and having good vibes and everything like that. I love you guys and I miss your faces. Today we are going to be making some homemade tomato paste sauce. I don't really know what it is. I just have a whole bunch of tomatoes right now, fresh tomatoes from my mom's garden that I have to use up, and some frozen ones. And I have a whole bunch of homegrown jalapenos and stuff like that. So we're gonna, oh my God, excuse me. That felt good. So we're gonna just use them up today. It's gonna be a long night. It's currently 4:40, I think, right now. Yeah, it's 4:41 right now. So we're starting. It's gonna be a long process. We're gonna roast some of these vegetables. We're gonna roast the tomatoes so I can get the skins off. And I just like that roasting taste too before I start slow cooking them. And we're gonna use my Instant Pot. We're gonna use my Instant Pot to slow cook it because the only slow cooker I have is I use that for can of butter, so I feel like that might be a little tainted, but we're gonna use the Instant Pot. We're just gonna use a whole bunch of tomatoes. I'll kind of put how much of what I use down in the description below. I basically just measure with your heart. I'm just using what I have and going from there and just showing you guys what I do. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna get a little bit more medicated because I want to before we I'm looking at myself before we get into this. But also I want to show you guys this cranberry ginger ale. This shit, bomb.com. It tastes like holidays. Let's get it, guys. That's a smoky one. Let's get into it.
So here, we're gonna take all the frozen vegetables that I had, which are currently some jalapenos and tomatoes, and we're just gonna throw them on some cookie sheets and just spread them out evenly so nothing's like all bunched up and everything. And just to let you guys know, throwing frozen vegetables like this on cookie sheets and then throwing them in the oven, you're gonna definitely have spillage. You're definitely gonna see that later on, so stay tuned. But be careful for that. And we're throwing them in the oven at 450 degrees, and yeah, throwing them in first since they're frozen. Words are hard. Since they're frozen, they're gonna take longer, so we're throwing them in first. And once we get them thrown in the oven, we're gonna cut up all our fresh vegetables. And once you're done like peeling all your vegetables and stuff, you're gonna want to like spread them all over a cookie sheet and whatnot. Like again, make sure they're like evenly spread and everything. And then you're gonna want to throw it in the oven with your other tray of vegetables you have in there. And I think I cooked them for roughly about an hour and a half, but just keep an eye on it and everything like that. It may take longer, it may take less. Just keep checking on it. Spillage. Yes, very nice. Very nice.
I would recommend getting like thicker latex gloves to put on so when you're touching these tomatoes to peel the skin off, because I'm gonna peel the skin off before I throw them in my blender or a food processor. whatever you have. Put gloves on because it's going to protect your hands a little bit from the heat, so.
Here, I'm cutting all the jalapenos that I cooked. I'm gonna cut them and then like take all the like seeds and like the stringy bits in the inside out because like that's what really makes like peppers spicy. So I'm just trying to remove as much as I can. So our pasta sauce paste, whatever you want to call it, isn't gonna be like crazy spicy, which it wasn't. It did not turn out crazy spicy, which was nice, very nice. You could taste the peppers and it like gave a tiny kick, but like it wasn't like, oh my god, my asshole, you know, like it was good, it was good. And then now I'm just gonna put like a lemon or whatever I had in the fridge in there just to give it a little bit of like a tangy taste, you know, a little bit of that acidity. And then we're just gonna blend those peppers up with a little bit of that tomato blend puree we already had like blended up left in the blender. Mix that up with the peppers because we're just gonna combine it all in that big bowl and mix it all up together so we have like a unit, like one taste, you know, if that makes sense. And then now we're gonna strain it through a metal strainer. I would recommend getting one of those metal mesh strainers for doing this because it definitely will stop all the seeds and the pulp and shit that you don't want in your paste. You want it like more like liquidy and like condensed. So yeah, you'll see here. Now you're gonna put it in a slow cooker for quite some time. I said for like 8 and then 3 hours, but I think literally I left it in the slow cooker for like 12 plus hours on like low and medium and just like continuously stirred and checked on it. So you do you, just keep an eye on it, make sure you don't burn it and stuff, and just taste it periodically.
Hey guys, hello. It is currently the next day. I let that tomato paste go overnight on low in the slow cooker for, I don't even know, like I think for maybe about 8 hours. And then I put it on high for about 4 more hours. And it's currently 3:45 the next day. So I've been making this tomato paste for 24 hours now. It's been good. It's been in the making for a while. We let it cool down and everything now. Now I want to put it in, you can put it in silicone ice cube trays, or you can put it in any silicone trays that you have, or even throw it in some baggies, flatten them out, and freeze them. And it'll last up to 6 months in the freezer and everything. So I am gonna make some tomato soup with mine before I freeze the rest of it that's in the Instant Pot there. But yeah, I'm gonna just make some homemade macaroni hamburger tomato soup. I don't know. It's a cold day, it's a rainy day. I'm in a mid mood right now. I'm tired and a little blah. So I'm gonna toke here and then we're gonna make some fucking soup because I'm hungry. Oh, don't forget to stay hydrated. Also, this lighter that I got from Vegas, bro. This shit's good. It's heavy. let's fucking get it. Let's make some soup on this cold ass fucking day, guys. While the oil is heating and stuff, I'm gonna throw my pound of hamburger in, and then I have also a little bit of stewing beef that I have to use up. So I'm gonna throw that in the pan too and cook it with it. I just cut the stewing beef in chunks. I'm gonna add it with it because I want them all both cooked nicely. Make sure you mash the ground burger up so it's not in big chunks. I like it to be kind of fine for my soup. Finely ground. I'm gonna season it with some pepper, some seasoning salt, as much as your heart desires. I'm only gonna add a little bit right now because while the soup cooks, I'll add more. Some garlic powder. Some dash herb, garlic herb, no salt added. And some dried oregano. Give it a nice stir and let it cook, and I would suggest adding your onions in right now too if you're gonna add onions in the soup. Oh, it's like 2 fucking onions grown in one. Now, since this has been cooking for a while, kind of see all like the onions kind of translucent and see-through and kind of stuff like that. We're gonna add about 1 cup to 2 cups of our homemade tomato paste that we added to this. And we're gonna add about 2 to 4 cups of water. Two cups. Now 2 cups of water. Give it a little stir. Give it a little taste. That's good. I'm gonna add maybe about 1 more cup of that, of the homemade tomato paste we made. And for my liking, I think I'm going to add 1 can of Campbell's tomato soup. You don't have to add this if you don't want to. I personally like to because I just like the taste of Campbell's tomato soup. We're gonna add this and then add the vegetables in. Thanks for feeding them again. I added about, I want to say about another 1.5 cups of water because I know these potatoes are gonna start making this really thick and starchy, and then once you add the macaroni, it's gonna make it super starchy, so we might have to add a little bit more water as we go and a little bit more tomato paste, but we shall see.
A few minutes later.
Now I'm gonna use some whipping cream or heavy cream or whatever you have. I'm gonna probably dump, I don't know, half a cup, 3/4 of a cup in there, because the tomato paste I made has jalapenos in it, and it's a little bit spicy, which isn't bad. It's just, I wanna kinda cut, I just got cream everywhere. I just kinda wanna cut some of that spice out. And that like heavy whipping cream and stuff is really gonna bring out the creaminess of the soup too. You can already see like the difference in the color. And that I added about, I wanna say about half of this 475 milliliter container that I had. I don't know, like I said, always measure with your heart. If you don't wanna add cream, don't put cream in. If you don't have cream, put a little bit of milk in. Just do you.
15 minutes later.
Now I checked the potatoes. They were like kind of fork tender-ish. They're about halfway there, so my macaroni takes about 9 minutes to cook, so I'm gonna add my macaroni in now, and by the time the macaroni is done cooking, everything else should be done cooking, so. I'm adding, I don't know, about a cup of macaroni. About 3 of my handfuls, which is about, just about 1/4 of a cup each handful, so about like 3/4 of a cup. I don't know, we'll do about a cup of macaroni. There we go. Now just let it boil and do its thing.
20 minutes later.
Oh yeah, that's done. Oh, it's nice and thick too.
Big way.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a thick soup.
That's what I like to hear.
Need a bigger ladle. Okay, so soup is done. Just finished. I haven't tasted it really. Cutes Patoots is the only one who's really tasted it, so here we go. This is first impressions. That whipping cream in there. Mmm. Baby. Oh my God. Bomb.com. It's so good. You literally could add like celery in there if you want, other vegetables, different kind of pasta, all that jazz. So literally just cook with your heart, measure with your heart. Do you, boo, do you. It tastes so fucking good. I'm gonna demolish this with some bread and butter, so I'll catch in with you guys in a little bit later.
What do you think, scoop with a ladle or what?
Perfect.
Oh, yes. Wow, we're geniuses. Seal it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Boom.
Look at that.
Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lord, you're good. Beautiful.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not. Easier. Cup and a half. Okay, so.
Watch you burst one open and then.
I'm waiting for it. Don't say that. I've been thinking about that. There's the seal. Yeah. Seal the fuck up! I give up.
Hey guys, thank you for staying till the end of this long ass video. If you guys enjoyed it, give the video a thumbs up. I would super duper appreciate that. I had so much fun making and editing this video and everything, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it because I enjoyed making it. But if you guys want to see other 420 content and stuff like that that isn't censored, and you want to see me like play some games and chit chat and whatnot, all my socials will be down there. My Instagram, my Twitter, Twitch, and all that, and TikTok. But anyways, enough with that, guys. I love your faces, and until next time, stay lit and stay blessed. Bye.